Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas, and this is a tier list for Honkai Star Rail. And as previously with the Genshin Impact one, and we kind of made it up as we went along, I am going to rank every character inside Honkai Star Rail. S tier would be basically a child dressed up as an adult and wearing suggestive wear, which would be Predator bait, or F tier, which is the most non-offensive, non-sexual, straight up character, badass seal of approval for a gacha game. If there is a game that does not have an S tier, I will play it. If the game does have an S tier, I will not play it, and I will not prioritize the list outside of the website that I use, and it will be random, the website that I use that is the most, I guess, user-friendly and that has the best pictures. And in this case, for Honkai Star Rail, I am using Fandom, the same website that I use for Genshin Impact. And I will go down this list. And as soon as I find an S tier one, I will stop. I may do one or two after that, and then that'll end the tier list for that specific game. And I will conclude that I'll never play that game, nor will I ever talk about it. So, without further ado, let's get into the tier list for Honkai Star Rail specifically. Acheron is the first on the list of characters. So in this case, we don't have as many options because for Genshin Impact, we had 3 available pictures to us. In this case, we only have 2. The in-game one is the most important because concept art, although I will say I will judge it to some degree, it's not indicative of what you're going to be playing predominantly. So here is Acheron's image here, and Acheron does look like we saw in Genshin Impact, a similar model to those that you would consider to be an adult. She does have cleavage, her shorts are really low, she's showing a lot of skin. I would probably give this character an A listing. Okay, we're going to go pretty quick. There's no reason to sit here and overanalyze these pictures, and I don't want to do that, especially if there's games that have S tiers. I just don't want to be a part of that to the extent that is outside of criticism. This art is hard to tell. Okay, so we have a lot more actual skin here, and then we have this thing which is common in these games. I don't know why. Obviously, these are both Hoyoverse. We have cleavage, we have skin, most likely an adult, looks like an adult. I ain't going to lie. And here's the issue, and I'm going to do a little tangent here. I played Honkai Star Rail. It was one of my favorite games to play. And I don't know how long it's going to be until we get to the character that made me stop playing this game, but I will almost certainly make it an S tier. And at that point, we'll stop this tier list. I probably won't be playing Honkai Star Rail. And it saddens me. It saddens me. I enjoyed this game. I really did. There were times when I come back to it every couple months, and I really like the turn-based aspect of it. But it just got too fringy, in my opinion. I would give this a B tier because I actually think the design is kind of elegant. But I'm going to go A tier because it does show cleavage, and it has this tassel here, and it just shows too much leg. So I think A tier is the right way to do it. And you could be like, well, you on Amber, you only put B tier. And I think Amber, I messed up a little bit. If I had to go back to do Amber and Genshin Impact, I'd probably do A tier. It doesn't matter because ultimately, essentially, I'm not playing that. This is a guy, and so if you don't know about Genshin Impact, and I said it, I know we're going to say it anymore again, but I'm going to, obviously, in the context of just trying to make some standardizations, guys get rated just as well as women. So we have Argenti here. I think Argenti is similar to another character that we recently ranked, and I'm going to give this an F tier. I think this is a great looking character. Argenti is got armor. There's nothing suggestive. There's nothing provocative about this character. This character is perfect, and in this tier list, F is the best you can get for a grade. Arlen, again, very standard here. Outside of showing a little bit of skin, I would give this an F tier as well. I think it's a great looking character, and it's perfect for a game like this. Asta. Okay, so okay, here we go. So this is the first real character in this game so far that looks like a kid, showing a lot of skin. We have a tremendous amount of knee to thigh skin, no cleavage. Thank God for that, because this one looks like a girl. I mean, this one looks like a child. I do not like this. This really definitely makes it A tier. I'm borderline S tier with this character, and I might just not do it for the sake of Honkai Star Rail, because I did play this game for as long as I did, and I believe I did play with Asta to some extent. Not really. A lot of the 4 stars I didn't have to. I had a lot of 5 stars. I'm not like gloating or anything like that, because this is not the kind of tier list for that. Definitely A tier. This is borderline S, and it's borderline making me stop this tier list already because Asta does look like a child. I'm gonna do A. I'm gonna do A. But if there's another one that's like this, I'm gonna be done. And then what I will do for the sake of Honkai Star Rail specifically is I'll go to the character that I stopped playing the game because of I thought it was borderline and potentially even stepped over the line. Aventurine, one of my favorite characters in the entire game. It made the game easy, and it was the reason why I was able to complete a lot of content was because of this character. I pulled it, got it really early, really lucky, and it really helped boost up my account a lot. Shows a little bit more skin here. You know, obviously a lot of these can be ambiguous, but I believe Aventurine is a boy or a guy. I'm going to do F tier. I mean, this little heart thing could be a little bit provocative, but I think it's F tier. So far, we have a lot more F tiers in Honkai Star Rail than we do in Genshin. Beilu, again, a lot of this is not good, but it's still a skirt. She's definitely a child. It's fine. I think it's close to A tier because she is a child and she's showing this much skin from knee to thigh. So I'm gonna do A tier for that. I won't go over the line yet. Black Swan. Black Swan's pretty much a woman. Showing a lot of cleavage. She has this fucking shit that I hate. It's like, nightgown wear. So definitely A tier. That's it. We're gonna stay at A tier. We don't need to go any further than that. 100-year-old dragon. Yeah, well, we don't even do that. We're not taking that into consideration, Dikrim. That's the point. We're only doing it based on the image itself. We're not giving these any kind of credit or excuses. Blade. Yeah, F tier character right here. This is a great looking character. Never really played with Blade. I don't think I was able to get Blade when I played Honkai Star Rail, unfortunately. Cool looking character. F tier. A lot of F tiers in Honkai Star Rail, which is, to its credit, why I played it so much. Boot Hill, F tier. Fantastic character. I do not believe I had him, or if I did, I just didn't have enough utility to use him in my teams most of the time. Fun character, interesting character, nice little addition to the game. Bronda is a woman for the most part. Again, I fucking hate this. This is so damn close to being S tier, even though she is a woman. We're gonna go A tier. We're gonna move on. I mean, I played Honkai. I didn't play Genshin, so I'm not having to spend as much time on this game because I know the characters for the most part. Castoris is next. Castoris is borderline, man. Castoris is borderline child. She is showing cleavage, but it's decorated, so that's a little bit okay. A lot of skin here. A lot of skin here. It's kind of blended with her outfit. At least they covered this up. They show enough of it here, though. This is so damn fucking close. But I'm going to give it a little bit of credit. I'm going to give it A tier. I don't know why. I'm being a little nice, and that's unfortunate. Clara. Clara is, again, a kid. Close, it's fucking borderline. No cleavage. Less thigh to knee. Still this little fucking strap that they always put on these characters. And I will say, more actual skin on the legs than the other characters. I want to say this is B. It's a little bit more tasteful than the others. It's A still. Dan Hang. Right now, my consensus is if there were only guys in this game, it would be fucking perfect. It'd be an F tier. F tier. I know, no excuses. It would be F tier. this game would be fantastic, and I'd still be playing it. Dan Heng is F tier, perfect. Inhibitor Lune. Yeah, I mean, this is the closest we've gotten to showing skin. This little elbow here, and then again, we're showing the chest again, like we did with Aventurine. This is almost a D tier one. I'm gonna give this a D tier. I think potentially a little bit more provocative than the rest, but still not even. D tier is fine. I mean, F is the gold standard, but D tier is fine. Doctor Ratio, I think, is gonna probably get maybe a C tier. No, basically the same. It's definitely this is D tier too, with Doctor Ratio. I think that's fine. I think that's a tasteful amount. Phaexio. Okay, so Phaexio is where we get into this like this furry debate. Showing a lot, wearing shorts, so it's not as bad as a dress. Does look like a woman, not showing cleavage. I think this is an A tier. Could be maybe a B tier, but I'm gonna go A tier just to be safe. Firefly. You know, these faces are so damn borderline. They're so damn borderline. But they are standard anime, so it's difficult, but it's definitely childlike. Again, it's doing this whole, it's not as much skin, but you still have a lot of thigh here. Very short dress, by the way. Definitely A tier. Fusion. I say that right? Fusion, right? Is the name? Fusion. See, now we have, again, at least it has this to cover up, like spandex, which is tolerable. A tier. Fugue. Fuji is... What the fuck is this shit? She does look like a woman. You can't have that much need to thigh and it not be an A tier. Gallagher, my boy. F tier. Perfect. Gepard. F tier. Junfen. I mean, the spandex helps. I'm not gonna lie. The spandex helps. It helps kind of like calm the provocativeness of it all. And I don't like this still. I think this is a bad taste. I think they should get rid of that going forward in character design, because I think it is provocative. There's no cleavage here. It's an A tier. This one could be the first B tier, but I'm not going to do it. I think we're so fringy that we're going to stick with our... we're going to do a lot of highs. So far, the guys in this game are fantastic. But based on my overall premise of this is that even if, like, let's say you can just justify playing the guys, which is normally what I did in Honkai for a lot of it, you're still going to get exposed to other characters through cinematics and stuff like that, through art. So the game's going to expose you to other characters. And therefore, if any character is an S tier, it's over. She does look like a woman. This is Hanya. Does look like a woman. Fucking the most knee to thigh action. This is basically underwear. Got all the cleavage here. Probably, I mean, this one actually does look like a fucking dragon to some extent. She has some form of, this is not horns, it's feathers, right? Or is it? I don't even know. I haven't played with Hanya. I don't know the lore. This is definitely A tier, but it is fucking borderline. We might go back to Hanya as if I have to tip the scales, we might have to go back to Hanya to tip the scales to an S tier. I know. Fucking Hanya, dude. This is bullshit. This is the maid shit that I criticize Genshin for. This is some weird ass tussle. What? Why is her knees like this? Is there something in the lore that explains that? Is she not even a person? She's a puppet. Puppets are the exception, and she's fucking so lucky to be a puppet. Because if she wasn't a puppet, she'd be S tier. You are absolutely lucky to be a puppet. It's the one thing that I didn't plan for. 1,000-year-old vampire dragon. I mean, I'm not going to excuse, but because it actually shows up in the picture as this, I'm going to excuse this. But it's fucking, man, their Honkai is so close, so close. I'm pretty sure we're going to get there, so I'm not worried. But Himiko, fucking beautifully designed character. I can't deny that. Again, this tassel shit, knee to thigh ratio, a lot of skin, no cleavage, barely any cleavage. Definitely a woman, A tier. Hook. Hook's cool, right? Hook's cool. I don't like the knee to thigh. I really don't with Hook. Definitely like a boyish, girlish character. I'm gonna go A tier because of this, but we're still in it. Hoya 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 ho ho ho. All right, let's see. Boyish. This is shorts predominantly. A lot of. I think this has got to be a girl, right? If it was a boy, it doesn't even matter. It's definitely A tier. It's not an S tier one. It's close though. Knee to thigh, really bad. I do not like these shorts. If it was a boy, it would be even worse, in my opinion. Because it's a girl, it's probably fine. And I would say, yeah, it's an A. Jade. Jade, beautiful character. Definitely a woman. Cleavage, we got a lot of that shit. Very high. Like just the way the dress is drawn shows more thigh, which is extra provocative. It's definitely A tier. Jing Yun. Jing Yun is, man, if can you Honkai, can you give me a version of this game that only has the male characters, please? I know it would not be successful, and you can make it offline, but I'll take it. F tier. I love Jin Yun. Jinglu. Jinglu is cool character, no doubt about it. Very reminiscent of Nier series. Jinglu is definitely A tier. Again, the way they've done this is just very provocative, showing a lot of skin underneath the dress. It's a little less skin than the others. Because I don't like doing this. It's not the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. But it's got to get done. We got to do this. I'm going to go A tier. A lot of A tiers, man. A lot of A tiers in this game. Kefka. The original. The OG. Yeah. You know what? Okay. Here's what you can do, Honkai. You can add all the male characters and Kefka. Kefka's a cool looking character. F tier. I like Kefka. Lingsha. Oh my fucking god, dude. Yeah, we're done. Ain't no fucking way Lingsha's getting through. Ain't no way Lingsha's getting through. Fuck that. Nope. When was Lingsha added to the game? Ain't no fucking way she's getting through. When is she added to the game? Is what I want to know. Because I have a theory. The later that they're added to the game, yep. But I think this is like just before I quit. The last 2 fucking releases in this game. Yeah. She's an S tier. Ain't no fucking way she's getting through. Ain't no fucking way. You got cleavage and thigh and tassel. All the shit. You're done. Game's done. Honkai Star Rail is DOA. Now, I do want to show the character that I stopped playing. Once I saw this character, I was done. I wasn't going to play the game anymore. And that's it for this game. I don't need to go any further. We've seen enough A's to make it DOA for me. It's unfortunate. I loved Honkai Star Rail. I love that it was turn-based, and it was, the kind of turn-based that I did like. I know that it was pay to win and that they kept on doing, power creeping and shit, and that's unfortunate. I think Yun Li was the reason I quit this game, because even with that last character that I showcased for the tier list, the other character doesn't even look as young as Yun Li. And Yun Li has no fucking business having this much skin on her stomach. None! This is what made me quit Honkai Star Rail, this fucking character, which was released in July 20. Yeah, this is when I left. Right here. Yeah, which makes sense that I didn't even get to see the October one. Yep. And so they've done this. They killed the game because of this. And we're not going to show that anymore. Yun Li is the reason I quit the game. And to be honest, what came after was another glaring fucking character with, and I'm not going to show her again, but I'll just go up here to just show Lingsha. back to back. Whoever's in the development team for Honkai Star Rail, you might be a pedophile. Okay? I don't know what kind of cultural shit you have in your country. And it's why I'm making these tier lists now for these games. And why you pissed me off with Honkai Star Rail and I haven't played since July of 2024 or a little bit before that because I think you released the character and then I saw it and I was like, I'm done. So it might have been June or early July. You fucked up. You really did. And not only one time, you fucked up twice by releasing the other character as well that I didn't even see until October. So obviously, it's something that you're doing on purpose. And in my opinion, it's S tier. Honkai, Genshin, go fuck yourself. And that'll end the tier list for Honkai Star Rail. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.